Just eat the chocolate, bro. Listen, if you're on a fat loss diet and you're overly restrictive, you're doing more harm than good. What we want is sustainable results, right? Ones that we can maintain and stick with for life, right? If you're overly restrictive, the bounce back is going to be diabolical. Ask me how I know. The key is, when you're really craving something, have it in moderation. Work it into your diet. As you know, it's about calories in, calories out. Start tracking what you eat. Eat higher protein foods to keep you fuller for longer. But as you're doing that, you're still gonna get the itch for some chocolate, some dirty food. But you trying to resist it is only doing you more harm. Because once you eventually give in, you're not gonna be able to stop. Listen, I've cleared my cupboards many a times after trying to resist cravings for weeks on weeks. It's not a nice experience. So I would advise, work it in to your daily calorie routine. You know, the average Twix bar, Snickers bar, 246 calories, something like that. If you're clever, you can work that in and enjoy it without having to feel guilty. Now, I'm not saying to go crazy. Do it. Sorry? Yeah. I got short socks. People saying I'm brave. Listen, the legs can stand the cold. But anyway, I'm not saying to go crazy, right? Moderation, balance, because you have to understand, you know, I get that you're motivated more than ever to get certain results. But if you only have the physique for 2 months, is it worth it? You want to be able to get to your goal physique and stay there for life, or at least in range, right? There's no such thing as a perfect diet. No such thing. The perfect diet is one that you create and one that you can stick to. It's going to be different depending on the individual. You might be someone who can go cold turkey and completely cut it off. I'm not. Hell no. I need some of that junk in my lifestyle, which is why I organize a cheat day every 4 to 5 days, because it relieves you of the mental fatigue of the diet. Because essentially, I know it's a lifestyle change, but essentially you're not going to be restricting your calories forever. So for now, in the context of this conversation, I will call it a diet. Yeah, so it's down to the individual. You might be someone that's cool with a cheat day every 3 weeks. You might not need it as frequently as I do, but it's all trial and error, and you have to figure that out for yourself. But the main warning I'm going to give you is to not be too restrictive. Think about it. If you are 20 years old, hell, if you're 15 years old, 16 years old, and you've been exposed to all these foods all your life, you suddenly cut it out, what do you think is going to happen? It's the same response similar to a drug addict. You're going to crave it, your body's going to crave it. It may go away after a while. When it comes back and you eventually give in, diabolical. Because remember, you're surrounded by all these things. You're surrounded by the temptation. It's not as though you're an alcoholic and you can, you know, it's a bit easier to avoid that, but there's sweets and snacks everywhere. There's shit you shouldn't eat everywhere. You can avoid that forever? No, you're not. And then once your taste buds get a taste of that, it's curtain scared. So please heed the warning. Eat the chocolate, bro. It's not that deep. Listen to your body. If you feel that the craving is almighty, check your calories. Can I fit this in? Would I be over my limit? You know, can I do a little bit of extra cardio to work this in? Work it out, but have the chocolate. I'm telling you, you want the change to almost feel like it's not a diet, especially in the beginning, because that's how you're going to stick to it. But as usual, what do I know? I'm just a dude named Reese. Peace.